The wait is finally over. If you have been holding onto your wallet and waiting for the next big leap in MacBook performance, you are going to want to sit down for this. For months, the rumors have been swirling. The leaks have been trickling out. The anticipation has been building to a fever pitch. We have heard whispers about chip delays. We have seen conflicting reports about display technology. We have all been wondering when Apple would finally unleash the true power of the M5 generation. Well, the silence is about to break. We are not talking about distant rumors anymore. We are talking about imminent reality. Multiple signals are flashing red. They indicate that Apple is about to drop what might be the most powerful laptop we have ever seen. And they are going to do it within days. We are talking about the MacBook Pro, M5 Pro, and M5 Maximum. The benchmarks we are seeing are frankly terrifying. But it is not just about speed. It is about a massive shift in how Apple releases its products. It involves a new subscription service called Creator Studio. It is a strategy that sets the stage for the next decade of the Mac. If you thought the M4 Max was fast, you have no idea what is coming. Let us look at the evidence. Apple rarely does things by accident. Everything they do is calculated and precise. It is usually hidden in plain sight if you know where to look. The first major smoking gun is the supply chain. If you go to the Apple online store today and try to configure a high-end MacBook Pro, you will notice something interesting. The shipping dates have slipped. Lead times have extended significantly. In the world of Apple logistics, this is the classic canary in the coal mine. It almost always means that inventory of the current generation is drying up. They are making shelf space for new units. Apple operates on a strict just-in-time basis. They do not like sitting on old stock. When those dates slip, it means the assembly lines have switched over. The factories are turning out M5 Pro and M5 Max units as we speak. But the software side paints an even clearer picture. Mark your calendars for January 28th. That is when Apple is rolling out something massive called the Creator Studio. This isn't just a small app update. It is a comprehensive subscription suite. It bundles Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, Motion, and Compressor. It includes a whole new suite of AI enhancements. Apple has never bundled their Pro software like this before. It is a direct shot at Adobe's Creative Cloud. Ask yourself this. Would Apple launch a massive Pro-focused software suite without a new flagship computer to run it? Of course not. The Creator Studio is the perfect marketing narrative. Here is the ultimate software, and here is the ultimate machine. The synergy is too perfect to be a coincidence. Then we have the operating system. Right now, macOS 26.3 is in public beta. Apple traditionally aligns major hardware launches with a new stable point release. You cannot launch a new chip without the software support to run it. The fact that macOS 26.3 is nearing its final release aligns perfectly with a hardware drop. These factors point to an announcement window right around January 27th or 28th. Now, let's talk about performance. What can M5 Pro and M5 Max actually do? We have been tracking early benchmark projections. The numbers are startling. We are seeing a generational uplift that we haven't seen in years. Some predicted Geekbench scores for the M5 Max are pushing past the 30,000 mark. Let that sink in. 30,000 on Geekbench. That is rivaling high-end desktop workstations with massive cooling systems. This represents one of the largest generational leaps in recent Mac history. The efficiency gains allow the cores to run faster without overheating. For video editors, this means 8K timelines that scrub like butter. For 3D artists, it means render times are slashed in half. For developers, it means compiling code happens almost instantly. The M5 Max isn't just an upgrade, it is a monster. When you combine that raw horsepower with new AI enhancements, the workflow speed is going to be unmatched. Time is money, and the M5 Max buys you time. However, if you are expecting a laptop to look different, you might be disappointed. Design changes for this generation are expected to be minimal. They are likely to retain the exact same chassis introduced in 2021. This means you are getting the black keyboard well, and the notch at the top of the screen. Boo! This is not a bad thing. This chassis is excellent. It has the HDMI port, the SD card slot, and MagSafe charging. Many people were hoping for an OLED display this year. According to the leaks, that major visual overhaul is being saved for the M6 generation. That puts the next big design shift in late 2026 or early 2027. If you buy the M5 Max, you are buying the ultimate perfection of the current design. It is an evolutionary update. This means the kinks are worked out. The manufacturing is perfect. You get a mature and reliable machine. To understand why Apple is doing this, look at the history of the M series. In late 2025, Apple introduced the base M5 chip in the Vision Pro 2 and iPad Pros. But the high-end chips were missing. This left a gap in the lineup. Making these 3nm chips is incredibly difficult and expensive. By staggering the release, Apple ensures they have enough supply for high-volume devices first. They are spacing out the excitement. Apple is expected to announce these new machines in late January 2026. This aligns perfectly with the January 28 Creator Studio launch. It is a 1-2 punch that dominates the news. Now, let's talk about price. Pricing is expected to mirror the current Pro lineup. Entry configurations should start at roughly $1,999 for the 14-inch model. As you scale up to the 16-inch M5 Max, the price will climb. A fully spec'd machine could push past $4,000. But for that price, you get a machine that rivals a desktop studio setup. You are paying for portability and incredible efficiency. My best opinion on this product is that the M5 Max MacBook Pro represents the pinnacle of the Apple Silicon 2.0 era. If you are still using an Intel MacBook, this is the upgrade you have been waiting for. The jump will be astronomical. If you are on an M1 Pro or Max, this is also a very compelling upgrade. You will feel the difference in every app and every render. However, if you just bought an M4 Max, you don't need to feel buyer's remorse. Your machine is still incredible. The M5 Max is for those who need the absolute bleeding edge. It is a refined and perfected powerhouse. It is for the person who doesn't want to wait for a progress bar ever again. Apple is building an ecosystem lock-in that is stronger than ever. They have the best hardware and now the best exclusive software. The M5 Max is going to be a beast. 30,000 on Geekbench should scare the competition. Keep your eyes peeled on the Apple Store. The M5 Max is coming and it is going to be insane. It is evolutionary in design, but revolutionary in power. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.